What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new video where we will discuss Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he made some comments. He gave an interview recently in the Guardian newspaper which has many Liverpool fans worrying that he could leave Liverpool on a free transfer and join Real Madrid, and this is a very interesting interview that is worthy of its own video, and of course we will discuss what this could mean. But Alexander-Arnold is coy on his Liverpool future, and he says that trophy ambitions are the main factor in this decision. So we will hear exactly what he said. But let me know guys, what is your thinking about this Trent Alexander-Arnold interview? First please watch the video, and after that comment your thoughts down below. And of course if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like, and the brand new FC25 Liverpool career mode episode is dropping later today, so check back in the afternoon, evening. Trent said, "I want to be a Liverpool player this season as a minimum is what I will say. I have been at the club 20 years now. I have signed 4 or 5 contract extensions and none of those have been played out in public, so this one won't be either." And that's fair enough. Trent doesn't want this to be out in public. He wants to discuss it privately with the club and probably with his family and his advisors. But what we absolutely can be sure of is Trent will be 100% committed to Liverpool this season. The most important thing is always trophies, if I'm honest. I want to win trophies. I'm a player who is highly motivated by trophies and winning things and being elite. So that is probably the main factor of anything. If you have a personality that is elite, who wants to win and will do anything to win, then that is what drives me. So this is, as I suspected, basically a message to Liverpool that unless Liverpool are challenging for trophies, and we don't necessarily have to win a trophy this season for Trent to stay, but when he decides his future, Liverpool need to be very close to first place in the Premier League, and at the moment we are just 1 point behind Man City after their late goal against Arsenal secured a draw for them, which was the perfect result and the perfect scenario for Liverpool, by the way. And we also need to go deep into the Champions League, and we need to make a cup run either in the League Cup or in the FA Cup. The problem is, from January the 1st, Trent of course can negotiate with any foreign club. So for example, Real Madrid can officially talk to Trent Alexander-Arnold from January the 1st and agree a pre-contract agreement. And Trent Alexander-Arnold said, we were very close to the title last season and we got a cup. We won the League Cup. The quadruple was on for a while, I suppose. The signs were there. This season we are looking really good. It is still early days, but we need a lot of consistency and beat a lot of teams over the course of this season if we want to win a trophy. You have the other cups, the Champions League and everything that comes around it. So it will be difficult, but we are looking to win as many trophies as we can. And of course, that's the elite mentality that you need to have at Liverpool. And Trent Alexander-Arnold also assisted Luis Diaz against Bournemouth, and he got his 100th goal contribution. And the last player who did that was Steven Gerrard to get a 100 goal contribution at the age of 25. And Trent said, "I think I'm capable of many more if I'm honest. For now, I'm completely focused on this season and how many goals, assists and clean sheets I can get, and hopefully do enough to help us win the league." So that's Trent Alexander-Arnold's real ambition, to win the title for Liverpool. And there was a very interesting quote as well from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He said, "Even in the AC Milan game, we had about 20 clips going through what I could have done better and the good parts as well. It is really refreshing to have a manager who will help and guide and teach me how to be better as a player." And some people thought that's a dig against Jurgen Klopp, but I think it's more of just a compliment to Arne Slot, and Trent realizing and recognizing that Arne Slot is a meticulous coach who will use a lot of clips to help Trent understand what he did well and what he can do better, what he can improve on. And I think that's a really important part in this Liverpool development or Liverpool revolution, what you ever want to call it. Curtis Jones made similar comments earlier that Arne Slot's style just suits him more. Arne Slot's playing style suits Curtis Jones' skill set more. And you shouldn't take it as a criticism to Jurgen Klopp. You shouldn't find a problem where there isn't one. You should just be happy that our new coach, Arne Slot, is improving impressing the Liverpool players, because I think Arne and Liverpool needed to get off to a really, really good start to convince Salah, Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold that Liverpool is still going on an upward trajectory. So it's worth it staying at Liverpool. We need Trent to think that Liverpool is a place where he can win titles and trophies, because I think if Trent believes Liverpool is a place where he can win titles and trophies, then he will sign a new contract. It also makes sense that Jurgen Klopp came in and built a system and a philosophy, and now Arne Slot feels like he can spend more time bringing out the best individual performances to fit that system. Of course, Arne Slot's system is slightly different to Jurgen Klopp's system. The main philosophy is the same. The devil is in the details, as they say. There are a lot of differences, of course, which I already went through in my tactical breakdown of how Arne Slot's tactics work. Another Liverpool fan said that Trent Alexander-Arnold might just mean that since it's a different style from Jurgen Klopp, a little bit different and what he's used to, so he's having to learn the new demands of what his role in the team is. Refreshing is how we want to play. Since it's more possession based, Trent Alexander-Arnold will be able to use his talents, his skill set, what he's good at better, and I wouldn't read any players' comments and say that they're digs on Jurgen Klopp. It was clearly not a dig by Curtis Jones earlier and people lost their minds. Trent Alexander-Arnold's comment is not a dig at Jurgen Klopp. They are just praising the new manager and saying that they like what he's doing. Or it could be a dig about Southgate, because Southgate definitely didn't use Trent to the best of his capabilities. The players obviously loved and still love Jurgen Klopp, but after almost 10 years working with him, it's also certainly going to be refreshing to have a new face with new ideas, especially when it's clearly leading to good results on the pitch. And apart from the Nottingham Forest game, Liverpool have been pretty much almost perfect this season, and we have been very, very impressive, so long may it continue. Klopp has always been quite the fundamentalist. He had a very particular, very exact way of playing and used never-ending repetition to perfect the way his teams execute his vision and tactics. The biggest frustration for Liverpool fans of Jurgen Klopp's teams was that there was not a real plan B when plan A wasn't working. Pep Yinders joined Liverpool, and then Liverpool became a lot more flexible tactically, because Pep Yinders was actually the one who has been more flexible and he had a big influence on Jurgen Klopp. Arne Slot is the exact opposite, a real pragmatist in the mold of Arteta and other managers, looking for utter flexibility and tactical intelligence. For a gifted player like Trent Alexander-Arnold, it must be refreshing, and there are so many new ideas and new ways to play, not only in a new way to Jurgen Klopp, but in many new ways, even new to Trent Alexander-Arnold himself and to the team as well. So obviously that is refreshing to Trent Alexander-Arnold, and the fact that Trent enjoys working with the new coach, the new manager, can only bode well for these contract talks, in my opinion. And Trent Alexander-Arnold also said, "I've always said I want to captain Liverpool Football Club. This is an aim of mine and a goal of mine. Whether that happens is out of my hands, to be honest." Does that mean that Trent didn't get a contract offer yet from Liverpool, or does that mean that it's out of his hands whether Liverpool offer him a big enough or good enough contract for him to accept? He doesn't know that yet. I don't think this is a demand from Trent Alexander-Arnold that he should be made Liverpool captain if he signs a new contract, because I think Trent knows that he will become Liverpool captain after Van Dijk leaves the club, and that could be as early as next season. Van Dijk might leave Liverpool in the summer as a free agent. We don't know that yet. But I think the main thing that Trent is asking from Liverpool Football Club is ambition, which is why I was so angry at Liverpool's transfer business this summer. This was the time to show transfer ambition in the transfer market, because it shows Trent, Salah and Van Dijk that Liverpool mean business, that Liverpool are serious of catching Arsenal and Manchester City in the Premier League and to become the best team in the Premier League again. And I don't think Liverpool showed serious ambition in the transfer market. Yes, we tried Zubimendi, but we failed. We signed Chiesa, which is brilliant, but we needed to show more ambition. We needed to spend more money on the right players. Real Madrid, in terms of money and trophies, they are a guarantee on both. Real Madrid, if you join Real Madrid, you are guaranteed money and you are guaranteed to win trophies. So Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes need to step up at Liverpool. And it is also made worse, this fan is right, by Arsenal overtaking Liverpool over the last few years, largely due to the Arsenal owners actually backing Arteta with big transfers. And they spent a lot more than Liverpool in the past 5 years. Liverpool took a long time to get a new director of football in. And you can't really blame Trent Alexander-Arnold if that's the reason why he's hesitating on signing a new contract, because if you are the best right back in the world and you can pick any club you are playing for, you want to stay at a club where there is real ambition to win trophies. And I think what Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah are doing is they are seeing how this Arne Slot era is unfolding, and they can wait until like December to sign a new contract. And it makes no sense for any of these big free players to commit early on in the season or even before. It started well, but if Arne Slot goes like Postecoglou did last season. Ange Postecoglou was top with Tottenham after like 10 games, but he nosedived after the first 10 games. Why would elite players want to hang about? The contract extensions will still be there, like in December or January. But I think Arne Slot is a lot better than Ange Postecoglou in his tactics, and he can quite clearly explain his tactics even in interviews, in press conferences, and he quite clearly could explain tactics very well to Liverpool players. And Arne Slot is also adapting the team and the tactics to the different demands and the different games with the different team styles and playing styles that we come up against. Probably the worst thing about Jurgen Klopp leaving was it jeopardized the contract talks with Trent, Van Dijk and Salah. Liverpool basically lost 6 or 7 months of negotiation time from when Jurgen Klopp told the players last November. He told the club last November that he's leaving, and then he told the players in January, because Trent, Van Dijk and Salah would obviously wait to see how the new manager plays out. So yeah, there was 6 or 7 months lost in time where Liverpool couldn't really negotiate new contracts for these players. And this is probably why we didn't see any new contracts signed by these big free players, because all free players want to see how things will go before committing their futures to this Liverpool project. And it's the same for Arne Slot and the club. They want to see how players will do under Arne Slot before offering them a new contract, and they need to figure out how good they will be and how much they should offer these free players. And that's how I would expect the contract negotiations to go. But I think in January or at the end of December, Liverpool need to ask all three of these players, are you going to commit your future and stay at Liverpool or not? Because if they want to leave, then they should leave. Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving, I would have the bigger issue with, because Liverpool are losing out on £150 million. Of course, I would have an issue with Van Dijk or Salah leaving. They are almost impossible to replace, but they are like 32 and 33 years old, and they maybe want to try something different after winning everything with Liverpool. Trent also has won everything with Liverpool. Maybe he wants to try something different, but Trent screws over Liverpool big time if he leaves on a free transfer. And he knows this. Liverpool are not the wealthiest club. We can't afford to miss out on £100 million if Trent signs a new contract with a release clause and then leaves in the summer anyway for that release clause. I think that helps Liverpool out a lot more than just Trent leaving on a free transfer. But that's my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.